Hello friends. In case you want to become an officer in Indian Armed Forces after 12th, it can either be becoming an officer in Indian Army or Indian Air Force or Indian Navy, then you will have to crack this examination called National Defence Academy or NDA. So in this video, I am going to talk about the eligibility criteria, the paper pattern, the selection process, and the cutoffs and the tips and tricks to crack this exam called National Defence Academy. So first thing first, this exam, which is NDA, is conducted by UPSC, which is nothing but Union Public Service Commission. It is conducted twice every year, once in the month of April, which is called NDA 1, and second in the month of September, which is NDA 2. Students who are 12th appearing or have passed 12th with minimum 60% marks are eligible to appear in this examination. Talking about the selection process, there are two rounds. Round 1 is nothing but a written examination, and while round 2 is nothing but SSB or an interview round. Both the examination, that is round 1, which is written examination, are of 900 marks each. That means round 1 is 900 marks and round 2, which is SSB, is also of 900 marks, so total of 1800 marks. But students who crack round 1, which is the written examination, will only be called for second round, which is nothing but SSB round. So let's move on to the first part of it, which is written examination. Now this written exam, which is conducted by UPSC, has two papers. Paper number 1 is on mathematics, while paper 2 is graduate general aptitude test. So mathematics paper is of 300 marks. There are 120 questions and each question is of 2.5 marks. The mathematics questions which comes in this section, in math section, are from 11th and 12th class maths. That means for every correct answer you end up getting 2.5. But there's also a negative marking associated with the wrong answer, and the negative marking is 1/3 of the marks allocated, which is nothing but 1/3 of 2.5, which is equivalent to 0.833. So every correct answer gives you 2.5 marks, while every wrong answer gives you takes away 0.833 marks from your total. So this is mathematics. Talking about the second round or second paper in the written examination is of general aptitude test. Now general aptitude test comprises of, again, questions from English. English plays a very vital role because there are 50 questions from English section. Now general aptitude test examination is comprising of 150 questions. I repeat, there are 150 questions in general aptitude test, and each question is of 4 marks. I repeat, each question is of 4 marks. That means this section is of 600 marks. While mathematics section was of 300 marks, general aptitude test section is of 600 marks. Now 150 questions, 4 marks per question, which makes it 600 marks paper. Now in this section, which is general aptitude test, you have 50 questions of English, you have 25 questions from physics, 20 questions from chemistry, 20 from history, 20 from geography, and 10 from general awareness. So total of 150 questions, each question of 4 marks, makes it a 600 marks paper. Now in order to crack this section, probably you need to be good in physics, current affairs, and also English section. This is very important. Now moving on to another important part, which is the cutoff. So first talk about the sectional cutoff, and then we'll talk about the overall cutoff. Now since last 4 or 5 years, when we look at the paper, it has been observed that the bare minimum cutoff for both the section is minimum 25% of the marks allocated to that particular section. But to be on a safe side, we'll make it should be more than 25, so we'll make it approximately 30%. So 30% of marks allocated to a particular section. So let's say, for example, if mathematics section is of 300 marks, so the cutoff, to be on a safe side, I'm saying to be on a safer side, to be on a safe zone, that you will definitely clear the cutoff, will be 30% of 300, which is approximately 90 plus marks. So in case you end up getting 90 plus marks in mathematics section, your sectional cutoff in mathematics section will be cleared. Similarly, 30% of 600, which is general aptitude test, will be minimum 180 marks. So in case you end up getting 180 plus in general aptitude test, you have a fair chance of clearing the cutoff for general aptitude test. But don't assume that if you have cleared the cutoff of both the sections, you would have cleared the overall cutoff also. No, that's a myth. The overall cutoff will be more than the addition of the two sectional cutoffs. So the ballpark figure, if you want to be on a safe side or on a safe zone, then the minimum cutoff, the bare minimum cutoff for clearing this examination, the written examination, will be 350 plus for Army, 390 to 400 for Navy, and for Air Force it will be more, it will be more higher than this, which will be approximately 450 plus. This is the ballpark figure, and this is to put you on a safe zone that you will clear the cutoff for Army, Navy and Air Force. 350 plus for Army, 390 plus for Navy, and 450 plus for Air Force. While if I talk about the previous 4-5 year examination, it has been wavering from 280, 90 to 350. But as I said, that to be confident that you will be getting call from or you will be clearing the NDA written examination, this is the bare minimum, or this is something that put you on a positive zone that you will clear this cutoff. So this is important, which you must aim. So you must aim for not less than 450 plus, and which is nothing but out of 900. If I talk about 900 is the total marks for written examination, 450 is only 50% of it. So cracking 50% is not a very difficult task. So if you ask me frankly, if I talk about mathematics section, even if you end up, which comprises of 120 questions, if you end up solving close to, let's say, 60% of these questions with 90% accuracy, you can very easily score more than 120 marks in this section, which is mathematics. Similarly, if you end up scoring if you end up attempting more than 60% questions in general aptitude test, you can score more than, let's say, 250 or 280 in general aptitude test. So this is how you must approach this examination. The questions of maths are from 11th and 12th, but the difficulty level is way low as compared to questions which are asked in JEE examination. So even if you refer to your NCERT of 11th and 12th very thoroughly for mathematics, I'm very sure that you will be able to crack mathematics section. Similarly, when I talk about chemistry, physics, history, geography of and current affairs of general aptitude section, histories, first of all, physics and chemistry, you need to do 11th and 12th very thoroughly. Then there is a section on general science also, which will be science from 8th, 9th and 10th level. But what is important is that you must also be very clear with the previous 1 year questions, the happenings, national or international events which are happening in and around us, which is nothing but general awareness or current affairs. Though there are only 10 questions, but these can act like a game changer, because in case you have been reading newspaper, in case you are well versed with things that are happening in and around us, your probability of cracking this examination will be very high. Once you score more than 450 or 400 plus in your written examination, the probability of you getting a call for SSB will be very high. So you will be called for SSB only if you crack the first round, which is the written examination. So this is our first video on a lecture series on National Defense Academy. Keep watching, keep learning, and we'll keep on posting more such informative videos for you. Thank you and all the best.